Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So I wanted to talk about the upcoming Global World Tournament, which will be taking place. The reward card Global will be getting, which is this Intelligent Super Trunks right here, and whether or not Global getting this Trunks now means Global got shafted or not. So, looking at this card, right, is he good? I would say no. Because he is a very old card, and in particular, most of these World Term Reward cards are just flat out not good. Like, there's only a handful that are even really usable. Off the top of my head, the two, best World Term Reward cards that are most usable are two Gohans, two Super Saiyan Gohans. One is a high school Super Saiyan Gohan, who is a support unit, who is very good on both the Majin Buu arc team, as well as the Hybrid Saiyan team. And then the other one is the Super Saiyan Gohan from the first Broly movie, who is fantastic on the Hybrid Saiyan team as well. Those two Gohans are very good. Every time the World Tournament, they try and have a unit here who tries to do damage, it's just not really good at all. Like, this Trunks doesn't even have Prepare for Battle, which is going to hurt a fucking lot on the Hybrid Saiyan team, because you're definitely not going to run him on an Int team, and you're not going to run him on a Hybrid Saiyan team either. Now, I mean, maybe when he awakens, he could be pretty good. You know, we'll see when he does eventually get that awakening, which he will. Now, looking at his leader skill, looks like it did get buffed for Global, so that's cool. He at least got some sort of buff. I mean, no one would be running this guy as a leader anyway, so I don't really think that's a big deal. Now, many people are considering the fact that Global is getting this now a shaft. Let's take a look at the most recent World Tournament card. So, here's the most recent one on JP. This Chi-Chi. Now, is this Chi-Chi better than that Trunks? I mean, maybe a little, because attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns is, sure, that's fine. But most enemies in top tier events are going to be immune to that effect anyway. And then when HP is 50% or above, Ki 3 and attack and defense 60%. So the Trunks only gets attack, whereas Chi-Chi does get attack and defense. But, 50% is obviously a little harder to obtain, to kind of maintain than 30%, but really even 50% as a threshold is not really that bad anymore, I would say. But the problem is, at the very least, Trunks, he does have, Golden Warrior and Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage he could get, Z Fighters he could get. Like those 4 links are links he could conceivably get, right? But Chi-Chi? I mean, I guess maybe Innocence, she's not on a proper category. Peppy Gals and World Tournament are not categories you're going to actively be running. So, I mean, if you're running her on Super Physical, sure, she could link up with, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks with Innocence. I believe Physical Vegito does have Infighter. Let me actually just quickly confirm that. Yeah, he does. So she would have Infighter with Physical Vegito as well, but that's about it. She's just not a good unit. She's a weak unit. So, in terms of, did Global get shafted because this is a 2-year-old unit? No. I actually would say it's different. If Global never got this guy for no reason, that's a shaft. The fact that Global is actually getting this guy, even if it's 2 years late, this is good. This is a good thing. I don't really understand why people are so mad about this when, again, when I was on Global, I remember there was a unit specifically, I should have brought this guy up here. Let me bring this one unit up real fast. When I was a Global main, I didn't play JP Dokkan at all. There was one unit who I was really disappointed that Global never got, and I didn't think they were ever going to get him, and that is this Bardock right here. This Bardock was the World Tournament reward for the second World Tournament on JP. And they brought him out almost 3 years later on Global. They put him on the GSSR banner. And now this guy is on both Global and JP. And he's a pretty good support type unit. He's good. I was always disappointed when I was only playing Global that Global never got this guy. But he did eventually come out to Global. So that's a good thing. I think it is a good thing with the Int Super Trunks coming to Global. Now, I was watching my boy D-Money's video. Definitely, guys, make sure you go check out D-Money Gaming. Very good YouTuber. His streams are always so fucking hype. So much energy. Me and D-Money talk here and there. He's a cool guy. I really like D-Money. I watched his video, and I left a comment because I could sense tensions bubbling up. Like, on the heels of the Sin Shenron Super Saiyan Blue Goku stuff, like, global players are upset, which is fine. Like, you guys didn't get compensation for something you deserve to get compensation for. Like, yeah, I got that. You're angry about that. So I left a comment here, and the reception was very, very negative. For the most part, this comment, though, like, I do feel as though people forget that Global is, like, literally not as old of a game as JP, right? Like, Global has caught up a little bit from when it was initially released 6 months later, but I think way too often, one reason Global players feel there's a big shaft for Global players is because of the fact that, like, you're comparing what, like, JP will get now to what Global's getting now, which is, it's not really what you should be doing. I know you guys want the game to catch up. Personally, I think it would be much better. I think it would be better for the community overall. Like, if Global and JP were on the same release schedule, all the tension and shit would go away. That would be a huge positive thing for the community. I would fucking personally love that. If both games were on the same timeline, so we're getting shit together, that would be the best way to do things. But, I mean, it doesn't seem like Akatsuki's doing that. So, like, I think a frequent problem is that, like, JP will have their 3-year anniversary, right? And, like, they're just getting gifts rained from the heavens because it's a 3-year anniversary. And then Global is in the middle of some middling celebration and people are upset because Global is not getting the same type of treatment. But it's like, once Global gets to their 3-year celebration, like, it will be better than what JP's was at the time. Like, if you compare Global to JP, like, at the same amount of months old, Global's a better game, like, than JP was back then. It's just Global is never catching up, so it's never, like, actually surpassing JP in terms of content and stuff, if you guys get what I'm saying. Now, a frequent kind of disappointment I've seen lately is LRTN and Chaozu, right? This guy, global players badly want, and there's another thing they badly want too. So I want to read this right here. So, LRTN and Chaozu were introduced as a reward during the 22nd World Tournament, which matches what happens in the anime where Tien had a big role. The next Global World Tournament will not bring LRTN and Chaozu either. There's still two World Tournaments away. The next World Tournament will introduce Jackie Chun, plus I bet the top 20k rewards. Now, that's a big point of what I wanted to point out here. So, if we go here, here is the Global World Tournaments going on. So here is the 20th Global World Tournament. This is the next tournament that is going to be taking place. If we look at the ranking rewards, we see that it's a Super Trunks. Now, if we scroll down here, you only get Trunks for being in the top 10,000. That's the only way to get this Super Trunks. And people are comparing this to JP's tournament right now, where you have to only be in the top 20,000 to get a copy of the card. But here's the thing. People have said that Global caught up in World Tournaments. That's not exactly true. They caught up in reward cards because several were skipped, which I think has led us to the current problem where a lot of players are thinking Global is shafted, right? So, let's take a look here. The 20th World Tournament. This is the one Global is currently on. Notice that this tournament on Global, again, top 10,000 for the reward. Here is JP's 14th World Tournament, which is where we got the Trunks. And then Super Saiyan Goku, which Global has. Foot Kamehameha Goku, which Global has. AGL Gohan, which Global has. That's one of the best World Tournament reward cards. Super Saiyan Vegeta, which Global has. The Fat Boo, which Global has. And then here we get to the 20th World Tournament. The same one Global is currently on. Global already does have this guy, though. This guy is probably the best World Tournament reward card there's ever been. Now, let's take a look. If we go top 10,000, just like Global, right here, it's the same thing. Global and JP are on the same sort of... Here, I don't need this anymore. Global and JP are on the same sort of like release track right here with the top rewards. Both of them are the same. Now, if we look at the 21st JP World Tournament, again, look at this Vegito, which Global already has. This is where it was first introduced. No. Oh, no, shit. It was the 22nd World Tournament where they introduced the top 10... top like 20k get the card. So if we go to the 22nd one, again, this Gohan, which Global already has. You see, guys, that's the other thing is like they moved so fast to catch up with these reward cards like this that, once they got to Chi-Chi's intended to come out specifically on the 23rd tournament. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't think Chi-Chi will be the next Global World Tournament reward card JP's 24th reward card is probably going to be Global's 21st, if you guys get what I'm saying. And they're going to keep Chi-Chi for Global's 23rd World Tournament. Watch, I bet they're going to do that. Now, this one right here, this is the first time where it was top 10,000 to 20,000. So you only had to be top 20,000 to get the reward card. So if they continue this schedule, then that means on the 22nd Global World Tournament, it'll change to where you only have to get top 20,000 to get the card rather than top 10,000. I know that's another thing people are very upset with. And at the same time, the 22nd World Tournament, that is when JP got LRTN and Chaozu, and I believe that's when Global will get it as well. The reason, if we head to the timeline of events, guys, the reason all this stuff is taking place is because in the anime, the 21st World Tournament the finals was Goku versus Jackie Chun right there. Jackie Chun was the winner, and then on that tournament, they introduced a special Jackie Chun card, this Ranfan, and this Yamcha. Special units related directly to that World Tournament, and there was a bunch of new, bonus type teams in the World Tournament as well related to the 21st tournament. Now, if we scroll down here, this is a timeline of all the release schedule for JP, by the way. Notice Global already has all this stuff. If we scroll down to the 22nd World Tournament, here it is. This was the tournament where Goku fought Tien, and Tien was the winner of that World Tournament. And then this, of course, is where LRTN comes out. We get a new Tien, Chaozu, Pamput, and then Man-Wolf. Those were all units from the 22nd World Tournament. And then if we scroll down even further to the 23rd World Tournament, which just happened a couple weeks ago, well, about a month ago now, this was a tournament where Goku fights Piccolo in the finals, and Goku actually wins, and Chi-Chi had a big role in that tournament, so that's why I think they're going to keep that Chi-Chi as a reward card for this actual tournament. See, this Goku was part of that tournament, this Piccolo was part of that tournament, and then the Goku, the Krillin, the Yamcha, and the Yajirobe right there, part of that tournament, and then the World Tournament reward, the Chi-Chi should be exclusive to that tournament as well. So, moving forward, guys, I don't think Trunks being a reward right now for Global is a shaft. I think it's the other way around. If Global had not gotten him, that would be a shaft. I think it's good that they're getting him now, and I think the reason is because Akatsuki is hell-bent on matching this stuff up. They want to keep this even on the Global version, where the reward cards are matching up with the numbered tournament and the same number tournament that happened in the anime. So if we look at it, Global's next World Tournament will introduce the Jackie Chun cards. 2 tournaments from now on Global will have finally LRTN and Chaozu. And then 3 tournaments from now on Global will have the Goku and Piccolo Awakenings as well as Chi-Chi. I bet, guys, that is how the release schedule is going to work. Good luck, guys, on your grinding. I know a lot of you probably aren't going to grind because the Trunks is not worth it, and the World Tournament is usually a big bother. But don't worry, by the time it gets to the 22nd World Tournament, the top 20k rewards should be active, and then it's much easier to get the reward card at that point. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will catch y'all next time.